Hello everybody, welcome to ENbreezEN, the daily news analysis program by Team and Light. In this session, we'll be looking into 4 topics: Graded Response Action Plan or GRAP, Paika Rebellion, Smart Cities Mission and Dam Safety Bill. So the first topic is Graded Response Action Plan or GRAP. Okay. So this was in today's newspaper. That's why we are looking into it today. So as the expansion goes, it's a graded response action plan. It is basically an emergency response plan which will be implemented when the air quality drops. So this action plan was notified in way back in 2017 by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change as directed by the Supreme Court of India. So this is an emergency action plan or emergency response plan particularly for the Delhi and NCR regions. Okay, I am sorry I forgot to include that point here. This is particularly for the Delhi and NCR regions. Okay. So the air quality index categories are as moderate and poor, very poor, severe, and recently a new category was added into this, that is severe plus or emergency. Okay. So as per how the air quality goes, whether it's moderate and poor or whether it's very poor, according to where this particular air quality lies, the response plans will be planned and implemented as such. So basically this is incremental in nature, that is depending on the air quality index, steps and measures will be taken by the designated bodies. Okay. So this plan requires the action and coordination of almost 13 different agencies in the Delhi, UP, Haryana and Rajasthan regions. Okay. For example, if the air quality index shows the air quality as severe plus or emergency, that is in the worst category, one of the steps that will be taken is to stop the entry of traffic into the Delhi region except for essential commodities. Okay, so such a step will be taken by the municipal corporation and the traffic police of Delhi and NCR towns. Okay. So this GRAP or Graded Response Action Plan was implemented by the EPCA or Environment Pollution Prevention and Control Authority till 2020, and because this particular authority EPCA was dissolved in 2020, now it's being implemented by CAQM, expanded as Commission of Air Quality Management. Okay, so that is all about GRAP or Graded Response Action Plan. So as you know, the pollution levels in Delhi is very high, and so it's in news every day. On every day in the newspaper, news of pollution and smog and different actions taken by the authorities etc. are on news, and so news related to that is important for the civil services examination. Next topic for discussion is Paika Rebellion. So this is a news because recently Mr. Krishna Reddy said that the Paika Rebellion will be in the history textbooks. Okay. So Paika Rebellion was a armed rebellion against the British colonialism, which happened in the year 1817. Paikas are a traditional landed militia of Odisha. Okay, so these people, it was a rebellion by the Paikas, by the group of people named Paikas against the British colonialism or British colonialists. Okay, so these people are basically peasants. These peasants, when a warlike situation arose or when the king is asking for them to serve for the country, these peasants will turn into the king's military and they will serve as warriors for the king. So that is why we say these Paikas are traditional landed militia of Odisha. So in present day Odisha, they are ruled under the kingdom of So there was this kingdom named Kingdom of Kurda, where Gajapati rulers ruled. So these Paikas were under these Gajapati rulers of the Kingdom of Kurda in present day Odisha. Okay, so these kings of Gajapati rulers, they handed over rent-free land to the Paikas in compensation to the military services that the Paikas do for the rulers. Okay, but the British, this practice continued till 1803 to be exact, but the British took over Odisha and the regions nearby in the year 1803, and then they started implementing their land revenue policies, etc. So what happened is the Paikas were robbed of their rent-free land. These rent-free lands were taken back by the British colonists. So the Paikas was obviously offended by this, and they revolted against this. So that is the Paika Rebellion. So the leader of this rebellion was Bakshi Jagabandhu. So the Paikas revolted under the leadership of Bakshi Jagabandhu, and he was the highest ranking military officer of the Kurda kings. Okay. So this alone was not the only reason for the Paika Rebellion. There were other reasons as well, like the rise in price of salt, abolition of Kauri's currency for payment of taxes, etc. Okay. This was a very violent rebellion, peasant rebellion basically, but this rebellion was put down by the Britishers by the May of 1817. Okay. And this, because these uprisings were greatly against the European colonists and missionaries, this rebellion is sometimes seen as the first expression of resistance against the colonial rule, and that is why this is sometimes considered to be nationalist in nature. Moving on, the next topic is the Smart Cities Mission. Okay, so this is a news because June 2023 has been marked as the deadline for completion of the projects under the Smart Cities Mission. Okay, so Smart Cities Mission was launched in the year 2015. Okay, and then 100 cities were selected, and these 100 cities will be enabled to have their own core infrastructure, to have a clean and sustainable environment, and the citizens of these 100 cities will have decent quality of life, and these all will be provided through smart solutions, that is by the use of information and communications technology. Okay, so all of these 100 cities did not have one universal or unique plan. Okay, all of them had their own, or different cities will have different requirements and different context and different levels of ambition. So every selected city will formulate their own concept, their vision, mission, plan, everything according to their local context, the available resources there, and their level of ambition. Okay, even if it's that way, the Ministry of Urban Development has identified 24 key areas where all of these 100 cities will have to address in their smart cities plan, and of these 24 areas which the 100 smart cities has to focus, 3 of them are related directly to water related things, and 7 of them are indirectly related to water related things. For example, leakage identification, quality modeling of water, etc. Okay, so if you know, in Kerala, the 2 of these cities have been selected in 2015 to be smart cities. They are Kochi and Thiruvananthapuram. Okay. Now the last and final topic for today's discussion is the Dam Safety Bill. The Dam Safety Bill was actually, this is a news because the Rajya Sabha has recently passed this bill. And the opposition is saying that this needs to be referred to the House panel and all of that. Okay, so if you know, this dam safety bill was already passed in the Lok Sabha 2 years ago, and it is now that the Rajya Sabha is passing such a bill, and even then there is so much criticism against this bill. Okay, this might be important because the issues around Mullaperiyar Dam, the conflict between Kerala and Tamil Nadu are all going on. Okay, so the bill basically provides for the surveillance, inspection, operation and maintenance of dams to prevent disasters, and also to bring in an institutional mechanism to ensure overall safety. Okay, so this dam safety bill will apply to almost 5,000 dams spread across the country, and as per the provisions, the all dams which are above a height of 15 meters will come under the purview of this bill. Okay, now as per the bill, a National Committee on Dam Safety, or NCDS, will be set up. This particular committee will be headed by the chairperson of the Central Water Commission, or the Central Water Commissioner. Okay, and there will be members who are nominated by the center. This will also have representatives of the center and the state, and also a few dam safety experts. Okay, and it is this committee which will formulate the policies and regulations for dam safety, and these policies and regulations formulated by the National Committee on Dam Safety will be implemented by a dam safety authority, a National Dam Safety Authority. Okay, so this National Dam Safety Authority will have the right to resolve the issues that may arise between the dam safety the state dam safety organizations, or between a state dam safety organization and any individual dam owner. Okay, this dam safety authority, or National Dam Safety Authority, will also lay down the regulations for dam inspection and for the accreditation to construct and design various dams. Okay, so now this is a dam safety bill right now. So what if it becomes a act? What if this becomes an act? What will be the changes that will happen? Okay, so if this becomes a law, the dam owners will have to provide a dam safety unit in every dam, and this dam safety unit will have to inspect the dam before and after monsoon, during and after natural disasters like earthquake, etc. Okay, and the dam owners will have to prepare emergency action plans. Okay, then another thing will be that the dam owners will have to provide a comprehensive safety evaluation by experts at regular intervals. Okay, now like we said in the beginning, this bill was already passed in the Lok Sabha 2 years ago, and it took 2 years to be passed in the Rajya Sabha, and even now there is so much controversy going on, or so much voice against it. Why is it so? What are the main objections to the bill? Okay, first and foremost thing is that the opposition or the criticism against this is that this bill is said to be unconstitutional. Why? Because water is a state subject, and on a state subject the center is making a law, so that is clearly unconstitutional. Another major criticism is by Tamil Nadu, because Tamil Nadu has 4 of its dams, namely Mullaperiyar, Parambikulam, Thuvanakadu and Peruvaripalam, which are located in Kerala. So basically these 4 dams are located in Kerala but are owned, operated and maintained by Tamil Nadu. Now when this bill becomes an act, these 4 dams which are Tamil Nadu's but located in Kerala will fall under the National Dam Safety Authority, and thus Tamil Nadu will lose its right of maintenance of the dams. Okay, and another criticism is that the NCDS will be headed by the as per the provisions of the Act, will be headed by the Chief Water Commissioner. So this is against the Supreme Court's ruling that an advisor, the Chief Water Commissioner has an advisory sort of role to do. So an advisor becoming a regulator and head of NCDS. So that's all for today. Thank you all for listening.